Here, RSG versus IDNS.
I like your optimism. We're going for quick game.
Quick games all the way.
The
RSG
enemy
versus
is
IDNS.
banning.
What will the bans be? RSG taking out Fanny. That's not one. That's not one. A fast game for themselves right here. Grok being taken out by the IDNS team. RSG might be going for the Hellcat. Might be opening up Hayabusa for themselves right here. If they want Hayabusa for themselves, they could go for the Hellcat or the Selena ban right there. IDNS will be, deciding what to give for RSG. RSG will be forcing the hand of IDNS to give them what they want. So what they ban here could be really interesting for RSG right now. And by the way, this is Mobile Star League, Mobile Legends Edition, and
banning.
this this tournament is brought to you by our official sponsor, C Gamer Mall.
Oh man, I like C Gamer Mall. I love the Steam Wallet codes.
That's right.
I love myself some Mobile Legends diamonds. But you know what Steam Wallet, you know what C Gamer Mall needs to do? They need to sell us a code where they can make the games go faster and faster and faster. Especially games like IDNS and Resurgence. Alright, all jokes aside though, I do like the fact that it was a very back and forth game. I like that. But at the same time, if it was back and forth in the sense that teams were consistently countering each other, then it was great. But it was back and forth mainly because of teams making mistakes between one another. So I feel that there has to be a little bit more cleanness and efficiency. But then again, it is a Mobile Legends game.
That's true.
Mobile Legends games are really fast-paced.
Really fast-paced.
And sometimes I feel that even watching some of the high elo casual players as well
Your team
play,
is
all you
picking.
need is just one mistake and teams tend to take advantage of it.
The game could be over just like that.
It
And
could be.
also Jawhead is quite open right here. Let's see whether RSG is aware of that, and RSG might be taking Jawhead for themselves. IDNS does go for the Cho for themselves. We know that Azibin 2539 is really great at playing Cho. But last game he did jump into the tower, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
You were really like.
He does play. He does play a lot of Cho for himself right there.
The
But
enemy
picking comfort
is
pick does
picking.
not go for the Jawhead right here. RSG going for the Bane and the Akali, going for damage and the crowd control, trying to complement Hellcat right here. Hellcat does have a lot of silence. His passive induces silence. His first skill induces silence as well. So it will be really tough for Kagura, especially Cho and Martis as well, to team fight for Hellcat right now. Going for the Kagura and the Kaja. Maybe the Kaja is right there to pick out the
Your
Hellcat for
team
themselves.
I think
picking.
it's going to be good. The Kaja pickup I think is really good, mainly because of the Divine Judgment. The fact that the passive actually helps you close up a gap between you and your target is really good. The fact that Cho as well can be coupled with Way of the Dragon as well as the Divine Judgment is going to be a very, very strong initiation tool. The Martis as well, if he lands an Ashura's Teeth and is able to lock people down even just for a brief second, it's just going to be something of an irritation towards the side of Resurgence. Resurgence, however, has the Hellcat, has the Bane, has the Akai, has the freaking Jawhead.
Finally.
And finally, a little bit of a change for the
The
side of
enemy
Resurgence is going to be a
is
Harley
picking.
right
Gets
there.
the Harley for themselves, but from what we've seen so far, RSG does not perform well with Harley, and I do appreciate their love for Harley, which is my favorite hero actually, and I'm hearing a lot of Clock of Destiny
Yes.
Harley
yes.
being picked up right here from RSG, which could translate to a loss for them. Maybe they do like Harley, but they don't quite know what items to get for Harley. But we might see a change for that, because I do see a lot of improvements from RSG's side. They did do a lot of homework for themselves, and they are fighting against IDNS Thailand right here. It's gonna be RSG versus IDNS Thailand. This is Mobile Star League Mobile Legends Edition,
Which is brought to you by
C Gamer
Mall.
Mall.
Okay,
C Gamer Mall.
whatever it is when it comes to your gaming, whether it's your Steam Model Codes, whether it's your Mobile Legends Diamond, whether it's your Riot Points, whatsoever, make sure you go over to Gamer Mall.
Gamer
We're
Mall.
going to be going into the game relatively soon. Oh my goodness gracious me, I am super excited for this game, mainly because that it's going to be back and forth, and hopefully it's not going to take 10 years. Let's go into the game.
And right now
5
we're looking
seconds
at
till
the
the enemy
charge
reaches the
of RSG
battlefield.
going really
Smash
fast
them.
into the enemy bush
All
right
troops
here.
to the
Bane. Let's see how the composition is, and it looks like a 1-3-1 so far for IDNS. And it could be them trying to go really aggressive or trying to protect their buff from themselves. And right now it could be a 2-1-2 for RSG. RSG 30 seconds in, trying to look for an opening on the IDNS side. IDNS, you know, just clearing the waves, everybody doing some normal stuff right here. Cho,
Ooh, there it goes. Boom, there it goes on to Zion.
quick game.
Oh, Zion managed to
Quick
get away,
game.
but they're going to be a double flicker. Framesy and 2539 doing the work.
A quick first blood right there. 1 minute in, IDNS quickly grasping the advantage right here. More positive vibes coming in from IDNS right here. They do want to close this game as fast as possible. IDNS did have a long game. They learned their lesson, but however, RSG back and forth right here does get a kill for Isowadi. Saber gets taken down on the bottom side of the map right here. Hellcat along with the Akali tries to get the Hermit Crab for themselves. Cho is alone on the bottom side of the map right here. IDNS, oh man, does not get the Hermit Crab, does not steal the Hermit Crab for himself. And on the top side of the map, however, Bane and Jawhead will be trying to fight this against Mizmig and 9U. And Framesy will be zoning him out, so it's 3 versus 2, and therefore RSG has to back away from that. And Ali will be going on to Framesy, but that's not enough follow-up damage for the Deadly
Turtle
Magic.
resurrecting soon.
Out one of the players from IDNS.
Launch
The engage
attack.
was good for Akai, but Kagura, you know, fights back, and it looks like IDNS has some edge right here. Does have a little bit of a goal advantage for themselves. Saber tries to get away from that. You know, Turtle is on the top side of the map.
Oh, Isowadi could be a big problem here, and there goes a kill going on to VL off screen. Mizming is going to be
Double
looking,
kill.
and a double kill on the side of Mizming again.
Wow.
Actually, for VL again. Wow, take it out to 539.
RSG going for a quick game for themselves as well. 3 minutes in, and it
Oh
looks
boy,
like
it looks like VL now saying that, okay, we're done playing games. I think it's about time for us to play as hard and as fast as possible. Okay, do not. Oh,
Slain
what
the turtle.
again?
the turtle steal
A
is
turtle
real.
steal under your nose is what is being said from the side of IDNS, and man, oh
Ally
man.
has
And
been
Jawhead gets
slain.
taken down right there by the Kagura. Not a good sign right there for RSG. Kagura getting too much gold will be a problem for them. But Harley is definitely a good mage to fight against Kagura right there. Kagura going for the buff for herself. And the next turtle will be on the bottom side of the map right here. So the rotation of RSG and IDNS could change and have more players on the bottom side of the map. Right now, Kaja, oh, there's a call for pause right here, and the game has been paused. It could be some technical issues right here. We're still trying to confirm what is going on from either side of these players, and we'll be checking what is happening from the production side.
Yeah, I think it should be a very quick one here. So what do you guys think of this game matchup here? It seems that IDNS Thailand is definitely how to say, is definitely coming back into it, and is slowly showing that, hey guys, I think we messed it up a little bit, you know, right? And I think we should stop, you know, we should stop playing how to say, we should stop playing like jokes, like how we should stop joking around, like how we did.
Stop messing around.
Stop messing around.
Stop
you
messing
know?
around and play a
Don't
game.
make any more minus 10,000 IQ gameplay, and we do hope that the adjustments are going to be felt throughout the entire tournament. I do like the fact that coming into this particular matchup, the IDNS has made the adjustments to actually call in and say, okay guys, this is what we're going to do. We are going to try to snowball the game early on. We're going to try to push it off. And most importantly is we're going to give out as much pressure as we can towards the enemy team.
But so far, he has been backfiring for themselves right here. RSG grasping the small advantage right here. A small advantage right here, 3-2. And but RSG, yeah, RSG as well. Winning in terms of goal advantage just a little bit right there. It could be quite bad for IDNS right here, but IDNS is known for playing really well in long games. And
apparently so.
Especially picking up marksman, and lucky for them, lucky for us, they did not pick up marksman, so maybe not so late game right here. But for in terms of RSG side, there's a little bit change of a meta, right? Change of heroes, because Hellcat was available, so therefore they pick up Hellcat for themselves, and Kagura was picked by IDNS, so they went for Harley. So they would have went for Hayabusa and Kagura, you know, to replace Hellcat and Harley right there. And if it's not for those two champions, they'd be still having the same composition. They have Akali.
Oh
they
my
have
god!
Bane.
I'm just gonna say this.
They have Akali, they have Bane, and they have Jawhead for themselves, and it's because of Hayabusa being banned out and Kagura being taken away. So they switch it up. So they pick Hellcat, which is a really good choice.
I think it's a really good choice.
And also Harley to mix it up right here, because Harley is able to go along with the fighter, go along with Jawhead, go along with the Bane, go along with the Akali to be really, really aggressive in their team fights right there. So RSG, you know, improvising a little bit due to the draft changes and their draft picks, so they could still play pretty comfortably with the composition that they want right now. So we're getting confirmation from production right here that IDNS have a few players lagging, and right now they're reconnecting to the game. So while we are waiting for that,
oh man,
wow,
that's sad.
While we're waiting for that, we're gonna talk more about the game. So at this current situation,
at the current state, yeah,
who do you think is gonna win, and how long is it gonna be?
Wow. All right, how long it's gonna be? Hopefully it ends like right now. Okay, but in all seriousness, I do think that IDNS is actually doing pretty well. Resurgence does have the lead at the moment, but I think that the problem with Resurgence is that when they get a lead, they can't seem to consistently hold on to the lead, and I think the same thing applies to IDNS as well.
Yeah, therefore the long games.
I mean, therefore the long games, yeah, because it's basically a tug of war of control. But I feel that the biggest discrepancy here is just IDNS's inability to close a game when that should be closed off a little bit easier, in my opinion. I feel that
I could see that IDNS have more chemistry.
Definitely. What I like about Resurgence though is that early on in the tournaments for the MSL, they did bring up this very interesting notion of setting up the traps, which I call like the Singapore ambush trap.
The Singapore ambush.
Because for some reason, the Singaporean team of Resurgence always kept doing this in MSL early on, and it worked to varying degrees of success. So when you have a team that's plays around the ambush, that sets up, that knows particularly a particular team that's gonna path around there, and they set up traps around there, whereby your team can collapse upon it. That's what RSG actually does really well, and I do hope that they continue to do so. But against a team like IDNS Thailand, and considering the meta right now is giving so much of priority towards CC and mobility, it might be harder to actually set up these ambushes here. I mean, in theory, you can set up these ambushes with the current setup, with the current lineup that they have, with the Akali, with the Hellcat, with the Jawhead, especially with the Jawhead. It just depends on how many resources that you want to put into the jungle to actually try and set up some of these ambushes. What I like about IDNS is that, like how you said, chemistry is one thing, but there's also this scrappiness about them, that they like to take fights that even though they know, not to say
they know they might not win.
They know they might not win, but they try to inch it off. You know, they try to inch it out.
Yeah, let's see. Let's just dive head in.
I mean, I totally understand where that comes from, Eduardo. You want to get that, maximize your win, minimize your losses and maximize your gains, right? But when you don't properly take into account what is happening and what is at stake for your losses, that's where you tend to lose sight of what's important.
And it's okay. There you go. And we see a little bit of apology from IDNS right here. And it's okay. We are all having fun right here. Watching some Mobile Legends. Harley tries to go in onto the Kagura, but does not get a poker trick to pop the Deadly Magic on the Kagura right here. 4 minutes in, still, you know, a lot of craziness coming out from between these two teams right, and now that 9,000 gold to 8,000 gold already. Bane focusing really hard.
Oh, Divine Judgment goes down onto Cutie by XOXO, and the sweeping blades come out, but it's not going to be anything. He should have waited a little bit.
Wait a little bit. Flickers out from that though. Kagura will be taking the Hermit Crab for themselves, and let's see whether Bane is able to get that for themselves though. IDNS a little bit crazy right here. Cho tries to get away. Zane will be trying to go for the Poison Stinger. The daily Magic Poker Trick combo is there. And there you go. Helga takes out the Cho. And my goodness, IDNS on a really bad spot right here. RSG playing pretty decently, but the Mizzy Ming will be trying to get onto the Akai. Akai will be disengaging that for a while. Helga on bottom side. Oh, middle lane though, there's a little bit of fight.
Oh, there he goes. And Framesy now dangerously low, has to flicker away. I do feel that it is going to be something interesting here as they're going to move toward the bot side. Numbers are in favor of them. They do have the Cho coming in. 2539 is coming in, Mizming as well. But Zane just says, nope, I'm out of here.
There he goes, pops the ultimate and just walks away. Kagura was not, you know, can't even see him walking just in front of him, just walking by, and everybody just chasing the rapid boots for themselves. Gets the pull though. My goodness, Harley gets caught by the Kaja, and IDNS, you know, evening up the scores. 5 minutes in, 12,000 gold, 12,000 gold. IDNS putting up a fight against RSG, although RSG is really comfortable with their position and composition, and right now it could be the third fight that might turn around and change the story for IDNS or RSG. And right now, let's see. Oh my god.
2539 taking a little bit of damage here as well as Neo. Smart missiles coming up from VC will do some legitimate damage. However, not enough to secure a kill here. It's all depends on Zane and whether or not he'll be able to get some good damage onto him. There goes the poker trick coming in from VL, and oh my goodness, there goes the ultimate from the side of Zane, and boom, shakalaka Zane. That ain't no Zane Male, that is Zane going for the kill.
That's right there, and RSG will be turning that kill into an opportunity to get the turtle, but middle lane gets caught though. Jawhead is here. Bane is a little bit too low to back up the aggression from Jawhead right there. RSG has to back away from this. IDNS could take the turtle, but turtle has turned into a lord right there. The timing has changed, and IDNS will be, you know, smiling their way off because RSG could have taken the turtle from themselves. Kagura gets targeted. Jawhead, smart missiles along with the ejector right there. Saber is there to try to back up if anyone tries to go onto the Kagura right there. IDNS, you know, helping each other really well. The chemistry is there. RSG, you know, trying so hard to look for an opening and trying to break their limit, trying to break them right there. IDNS still holding up really well. Long games are their strength right here, and they do like to win their long games. Harley going in, trying to get a quick game for himself, quick kill. Kagura, however, does not go down. Mizzy Mink right there on the Kagura will be safely walking away. Cho is really
your team destroyed a turret.
Reverse kill though. My goodness, what is this?
Like I said beforehand, sometimes all of these stuffs happen here. 2539 is gonna get taken down, and you see that Resurgence right now seems to be saying that, okay guys, if we play a little bit better than IDNS, if we just play a little bit less messier than IDNS, maybe we might be able to take a win and steal it from under them. Isowadi gets taken down. Now it's going to be VT and Neo now going to be fighting off against one another. Smart missiles go down. Will it be enough? No, it won't. But the amount of damage that comes in, there goes the shield. Oh, ho, right into it. Oh, get smacked, boy, is what VT is saying. Nicely done on that Jawhead.
And there you go. That Jawhead really strong, and one of the reasons why Jawhead is constantly being banned and constantly being picked by RSG right here. They like the composition for themselves. 8 minutes in, 8 kills. RSG taking the charge right here. They are leading in terms of gold and kills. They are still neck to neck with IDNS for the towers, and they're trying to close the game. They do not want to make the mistakes that IDNS used to make in the first game, and they do want to play it as clean as possible and try to execute IDNS from this series right here. They want to draw this game, and IDNS is not liking this right now. 8-6, 8 minutes in, RSG leading the game.
RSG is definitely leading the game here, but in terms of objectives, I think it's pretty much even between both these teams. 1,000 goal margin in favor of Resurgence is not exactly a big margin to have. Oh, there goes a nice one there, but ejected will be VT. Now has to flicker away.
Clean flicker right there by VT, and RSG just going for the tower right away.
Already has this battle already, which I think is going to be very, very painful in terms of after he does he's going to add a lot more damage towards his damage rating. So this is going to be good. Zion now going for the spin, hurricaning it away, and it's going to be a kill onto the side for Zayn. Nicely done.
Nicely done indeed. RSG still leading the way, almost 10 minutes in. They're trying to close the game out right here, right now. They do not want any long game shenanigans like IDNS does. And right now, Cho is struggling to defend this. Bane just go for it. Oh my god, a quick lord from RSG as well. A quick lord and a quick deadly magic, but does get away quickly from that. Right now, RSG still leading the way.
RSG is definitely still leading the way with 5 kills now and 4 turrets in their pocket. So not much in terms of the objectives, but the kills are slowly racking up in their favor, as well as the goal now. It was 1,000 goal, now it's 4,000, but after this fight, we shall see whether or not it's going to be any changes. Lord now come out, but IDNS in a lot of trouble here. They have to be very wary of this. VT is down, so that's one damage dealer that is out of the equation. They don't have ejector or they don't have spot missiles or the unstoppable force. So this is going to be very interesting to see how they're going to take some of these team fights.
RSG though coming out on top on that fight. They had a good ultimate, a great ultimate I would say, from that Akali doing the Hurricane Dance, locking 2 to 3 players in place while they buy time for the Lord to go onto the top lane and Helga to push the second tier bottom tower. And right now, Lord is still marching on the top side of the map. Kagura does catch out the Harley right here. Harley really low, will be going down right here. My goodness, try to, you know, defend for themselves, and IDNS does know how to play a defensive game as well. They have been playing aggressively last game, and they have been messing up, and let's see how they play this game defensively. RSG will be going for the offensive this time around.
Alright, now RSG over to the bottom side here. They might actually go for that show, which I think is going to be a good choice. They do have VT as well as Zayn as nearby, so damage is going to be an option, as well as VT using his ejector and his
initiate retreat.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be bad here. Framesy already keep. Oh boy, Framesy is going to be the main target. There goes the ejector right into it. Assurity hits 3, but it's not going to be enough. There goes the kill, and VT takes kill credit.
That's really quick team fight right there by RSG. Will be going for more aggression, but flickers out right there. Jawhead does not want any action from this. Will be getting kicked by the Cho, gets taken out. My goodness, Harley is there for the action as well. Kaja tries to get away. Oh my goodness, Hellcat is there to execute as well. Bane tries to get the tower, but my god, what is this?
Wow, look at the damage coming in from PewDiePie XOXO. This is going to be good. Nice little kites that are coming in from the side of PewDiePie. As long as he avoids the umbrella, it's going to be good. Oh!
And what has happened? The game ended after that. A quick game by RSG, drawing the game out against IDNS. What is this, Hound? And be careful what we wish for. We wish for